You know what we love about our bourbon is that you can literally pour this bourbon. You know, a lot of people, there's a stigma with bourbon, like, you know, oh my God, it's such a harsh, you know, alcohol. But at the end of the day, what we created here is so approachable but nuanced. You can pour it right out of the bottle and drink it straight, and I promise it'll be the smoothest bourbon you'll have.
Yeah, it is really special, man. So literally, as you make this, this label, the bottle, every single thing you see, we designed with our team. Of course, we built this out, every bit of it. Obviously, the juice too. It's supposed to be smooth, it's supposed to be approachable, but it's supposed to be super complex. Whether you're a Gen Z or you're my 70-year-old mom or 80-year-old dad, Gen Z, well, the tail end of Gen Z. All right, I'm gonna stir your.
By the way, Gary, I went, as you know, to your to a few of your stores, and they're beautiful, and it was really fantastic to head over there, man. I was so happy I was able to.
I appreciate it, and people didn't even know you were coming. And
oh, did they not know?
They blew. Well, it was kind of like on a silent thing.
Right,
and we
right.
blew through it, and we've had people coming in ever since. What I like about your bourbon, and I'm going to talk about it for a second, neat, right, where you really learn about the product. But it's so mixable. It's got great flavor, and with the pumpkin spice, it just feels so fall. And
yeah,
it's fall, so that's awesome.
Well, you know why our bourbon is a high rye. And a lot of bourbons are not high rye, and so they're not as mixable. And ours, like rye, is a very common, you know, alcohol that people like to, that mixologist likes to use, and ours has a lot of that rye flavor, which makes it super mixable.
So,
it's still.
I'm going to close this.
Yeah, close that window.
It's still over 65. You got 65% corn, which is a good amount of corn. I like that because it gives us some of that sweetness up front.
Exactly.
And then you got some little spiciness.
It gives the sweetness up front that really balances out. You know, as that spice comes across, that toasted grain of that wheat, because it's, you know, we love our wheat, and that nutty of the rye really balances it out. But for everyone watching, you know, another thing, Gary, it's like the nose on this, right? It's got that like baked banana bread. Everyone wants a home, right? You want to feel connected to nature. But this tree, if you look into the leaves of the tree, it's our grains, right? Expressed there and shown.
So you have the corn, you have the rye, you got the wheat, you got the barley, and that's what makes up the tree.
And the, you know, the boys are together, back, you know, their backs to this grounding force, you know,
which is an oak tree, which all bourbon is aged in oak, right? So it's all symbolic.
Virgin oak. No, but you're right. And then also Paul and I, you know, Paul and I argue which one is which.
I'm going to go with I'm that guy. That's where my signature is.
That's true. I'll go with this guy.
Okay, all right, good.
I'm glad you shared this because I looked at it and I said, oh, it's a tree on the bottle.
No, it's definitely got more of a complex meaning to it.
And the symbolism is these two boys, you know, are grounded and rooted by this thing that's protecting them, that's giving them this perspective. And then the birds signify nature and freedom, while the boys get to look out and sort of, you know, be connected and together. And so not to be like too cerebral about it, but it meant a lot to us. To do this. And then, you know, obviously too, just even the feel of the label, we wanted that like sort of organic, really, you use the word escapism. This like, it's like a beautiful natural escapism.
Yeah.
It's not only, it's like a warm, calm inspiration or aspirational, you know? So
yeah. And we really just want, you know, the name Brothers Bond is obviously like a nod to us, but something that we always talk about with our entire team. You know, we have Zooms all the time and phone calls every day and texts, but our entire ethos is to bring people together, right? So when you drink alcohol, you do it in good company, you know? And so our whole mission is to like create a bond, and you're drinking, like you and I and Ian, we're having a bonding moment. And that's kind of like the whole ethos of our company.
If you live in New Jersey, we could ship this to you, deliver it to you. You can come to buy it. If you don't live in New Jersey, if you live in California, we can get it for you.
Yep.
If you don't, there are stores. If you go to Austin, Texas, I guarantee you Twins has it, and they have pies of it. I share that, but it's definitely, it's something that for the holidays you should definitely seek out. It's worth it. This cocktail was great. I'm going to continue drinking it through my healthy vegan dinner, which is going to be vegan for sure. Also the food is, my son is going to kill me because I went off script. You could go on garyswine.com and buy the food too. So we have everything available. So you can recreate this event in your kitchen, minus the three of us.
Like
so,
that. You would want the
and for my Jersey people, I can attest. I went to Gary's Wine, and it's a beautiful store. So go check it out in person as well, because it's a really great place to visit for sure.
Amazing.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers, my friend.
Happy Thanksgiving, Gary. Thank you, big brother.
Thank you for having us.